Sarah. I'm Vanessa Guidry.
How you doing, Mrs.
I'm
Gidget?
doing good. You don't have to stand. Sit down.
Okay.
And you can call me Vanessa.
Okay.
So tell me, what brings you in today?
Well, this is going to be very difficult for me. Um, I wanted to talk to somebody about things that are going on in my life, um, and struggles that I have with trying to make myself happy and trying to please my family. And there's things that I want for myself, and those things that I want for myself, my family disagrees with me on. In addition to that, um, there's another huge issue that I'm having, and it's very, very hard to deal with. Um, I know that if I tell my parents this, it's also going to let them know something else that I've been hiding from them. To me, it just feels like it puts a lot of pressure on me, um, and I feel like these two issues goes against everything that I was taught, all my family values and traditions, and I don't want to feel like I let them down, and I'm just a huge disappointment to my whole family.
I see. Seems like you have a lot weighing on you. So Sarah, do you care to tell me, well, you brought up your family traditions and everything that you were taught, and some of the issues that you may be going through. Tell me about your family traditions and how it relates to your current situation.
Well, my background, of course, I'm Filipino. Um, so, coming from a Filipino family and also coming from a Catholic background, I was raised in a Catholic church. Um, my family, we have strong traditions, strong family values, strong religious values. Growing up, my school was a private Catholic school. So my parents had a certain image and a certain path that they put me on in life, and I'm very appreciative to it. And I feel like at this point, as I'm becoming an adult, there's a certain path that I feel like I'm ready to take. That next step that is going to make me happy and the things that I want in life. And this is where the struggle is at, um, with that. And also, like I said, then there's the other concern that I have. Um, but my background, before, I'm just touching on the first topic, because right now my mind is just going everywhere.
Okay, I see you're pretty much vagued and
Yeah.
but yeah, take your time and we'll try to get through this and try to work this out, maybe remedy remedy some solutions together.
Okay.
We'll tackle one issue at a time.
Okay.
If that helps.
Thank you. Thank you. In addition to the background that I told you, I also has a bachelor's degree in mathematics. Um, I also have a master's degree, and I'm currently working on my doctorate degree.
Oh, that is awesome.
Thank you, thank you.
That is awesome.
I have been a teacher's assistant for 3 years, and I do tutoring additionally on the side for income as well.
Wow, you have a pretty busy schedule.
I do. So that is a concern that I have, and that's one of the reasons why I came in today to talk to you about.
Okay, I can empathize. You have a lot on your plate. You're a student in college. You have your bachelor's degree, your master's. You're working on your PhD degree, and you teach and tutor on the side. Ooh, that's a lot on your plate.
It is. Now, how it relates to my struggle with the things that I'm doing. Uh, my mom is a registered nurse.
Okay.
My dad is a stay-at-home dad. Um, but in my current family and the tradition, um, they always saw the medical field as being a successful career path, and they're not sure about my career path in research and being a professor at a university, which is my ultimate goal.
Okay. Okay. Now have you sat down and had a talk with your parents, and have you explained to them how passionate you are about this field? I mean, I can see that it's very hard for you because, within your culture, you have strong traditions. They want things one way, which they're used to, but you have a different passion. You want to be a professor, but at the same time, you don't want to let your family down. So have you thought about talking to them or?
It just seems like my parents, they think a certain way, and I tried to tell them a little here and there um, about what I want, but it seems like they kind of just didn't want to listen too much if it wasn't anything about the medical field.
Mm,
And I was just asking, what is a good solution? What should I do uh, in regards to my family? I mean, it could because it kind of sounds like you're saying I need to just really just talk to them. Like I talk to them, but maybe I don't know. Maybe you tell me like what else I should do on that.
oh, I can understand that's a lot on you. Because your parents, they're stern and they're really stern about their decision of wanting you to go to medical school, and you're very passionate about research. Um, I tell you what, maybe in the following session to come, because I hope to see you again for more sessions so we can work out more remedies. Maybe one of the homework assignments can be is getting a pen and paper, maybe writing down some ways you could break it down to your parents. Maybe you can show them maybe research or statistics
Okay.
towards you going to medical school versus you doing research. You can do pros and cons, and then maybe go over that with your parents, and then kind of see what they say. See if
Okay.
they're open for that discussion.
So show them the research that I've already done as far as why I chose this career path, and of course tell them that um, I guess about my degrees that I already have going uh, towards that profession, um, and just being a teacher assistant for 3 years, showing that I'm starting to have the qualifications to do it. That makes a lot of sense um, to do that. Okay, well I'll do that. I'll definitely do it.
Okay. And I understand you had another concern. Do you
I
care
do.
to do you care to express your feelings about this other concern, and maybe we can try to
Mhm.
remedy this concern?
Okay, so with my background of being religious and growing up in the Catholic schools, going to a private Catholic school, um, the one thing that my parents, uh, prided themselves on is doing everything, uh, um, if you want to call it the right way, meaning they worked on themselves, got married, then had kids. It's the traditional path. In my case, um, going to school and setting up my future, um, I have a boyfriend,
Oh, okay. You have a boyfriend.
and my family didn't know that, so that was something that I was just kind of I didn't let them know.
Okay.
I didn't tell them, and I know they might have been concerned about me, so I just kind of kept it to myself. But we're very very serious. Um,
Okay.
but with that being said, I'm pregnant.
Oh, you're pregnant. Oh, you really have a lot on your plate.
Yes, yes, yes. And this is what's very very hard for me. Um,
Well, congratulations.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
You pretty much lit up when you said you're pregnant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's a feeling of happiness, but it's going to be hard for me because I don't know how to express this to my parents, And this is where I said it's everything that goes against what I was taught and my religious background and family values, because I feel like this is where if I tell them,
Mhm.
they will get disappointed because I'm not married yet. In
Mhm.
addition to not following the career path, I'm not married yet, and I have a pregnancy. So I don't know how to tell them that, well, not to be too concerned about me because, and I know they're parents, so I know they're going to love me and they're going to be concerned, but not to be worried about me or disappointed in me because uh, as it stands right now, this is the man I love, and this is the man I want to be with. In addition to the career path that I have chosen, this is what I want to do in life. So I believe I set myself up for success, and I don't know how to convey that to my parents.
Wow. I see that's a lot to take in. That's a lot on your plate.
Mhm.
You're trying to go to a career field
Mhm.
that you're very passionate about. You want to teach. You're excited because you have a boyfriend that you're serious about. And now you're you're expecting. So I know you have mixed emotions. You're happy and excited, but then
Yes,
at the
yes.
same time, you're worried because you have your parents, you have your tradition, and you grew up as in a Catholic background, which I can empathize because I grew up as Catholic too. I went to all girls school,
Mhm.
so I know how tough it is about, not having sex before marriage.
Mhm.
So I can empathize with that. Um, I tell you what, another thing we can do about the homework that I mentioned earlier,
Okay.
I want you to have, I want you to try to open up to your parents. I know you're frightened and I know it may be hard, but I tell you what, before you do that, do you have a strong support system outside of your parents, like maybe friends or other family members that you can confide in that you trust?
I have some friends that maybe I can. I have a best friend that I can confide in and tell about it.
Maybe, I tell you what, maybe you can practice with your best friend. Pretend that they're your mom and dad and practice on them how you would tell them that, hey, I have a I have a boyfriend in my life. I
Mhm.
love him very much. I know this go against everything that you've taught me and that you've believed in, but I'm pregnant. I'm happy about it, and I just wanted to be open and honest and
Mhm.
hoping that you can meet my boyfriend and accept him.
Okay.
Does
Okay.
that sound like a plan,
It sounds like
or
it
is it
would.
kind of scary in a
It
way?
is scary. I think that may help in trying to uh, just talk to them directly without having any practice or not, because I feel like this could be a bad or awkward conversation,
Yeah.
and I guess maybe talking with my friend about it, maybe it would help me see a little bit of what I may have to deal with questions or answers that's coming back at me. So I'll definitely take that into consideration and get with my friend on it
And
and let her know.
okay, and I tell you what, also in this building, we do have a center that counsels women
Hmm.
regarding pregnancy, you know, helping them out with, young mothers and things to that nature.
Okay.
What I can do is give you the information if you would like to speak to that counselor as well. They have different workshops
Mhm.
regarding young moms and what to expect and literature and things to that nature. I
Okay.
think that can help you.
Okay. That yeah, I would love that information. Matter of fact, I didn't know that because I've had counseling here before. Um, and they help me on different issues, and I've talked about this issues a little bit before, and um, that's another thing that I kind of was hiding from my parents because it's hard for me to deal with, and I think my parents, well, I know my parents kind of frown upon trying to get counseling from outside the family, which means we're telling other people that are strangers about things that are going on in our personal family.
I
But I needed that outlet. I needed someone else outside of the family to give me a fresh voice on things that are happening to me instead of hearing things from my direct family members on how to deal with it. Um, so this gives me a different approach, and
And you do seem a little bit more relieved, like I took a weight off your shoulders. So I'm happy to see that.
thank you. Yeah, I think this session was very good for me, and you helped me out a lot.
Okay, well, I tell you what, I would like to see you if you feel comfortable to continue to talk to me regarding
Uh-huh.
your pregnancy and how it went with your parents and
hmm
about them meeting the new boyfriend. If you could come in next Thursday around this time.
I sure will. I sure
Okay,
will.
well, I look forward to seeing you again.
Okay,
And
thank you.
if you have any more concerns or anything like that.
Okay, all
All
right.
right,
All right, okay.
all right, well, bye.
All right, bye.